Hi everyone, I'm Elsa O Brien, a teacher and inclusion coordinator at the British Council in Spain, and I'm going to share with you some easy to implement strategies on how we can use our board to better support and enable learning for all of our pupils. By using some simple techniques, we can externalize information for our students and help them focus on achieving the task in hand. Idea number one is display a visual and clear class menu. A class menu like this one with short, clear steps will help our students anticipate what's coming next, know how many steps are left before the break, and this will in turn help them manage their impulsiveness and restlessness. It will also be a good reminder of what's expected from them. Something my students like to do is tick off the stages of the class as we move on or remind me to do it. This is a little habit that increases their awareness of the class menu and gets them used to relying on it. Tip number two is make short, simple and stage instructions available. These should be visible somewhere. It can be on another section of the board. However, students with a working memory deficit or who get easily distracted will benefit from having the instructions available on a piece of paper or a mini whiteboard in front of them. As with the board, they should get used to ticking them off. This will help our pupils become more organized and autonomous learners, and they will be learning to learn. Tip number three is substitute text and lists for pictograms with younger learners, or consider using pictograms as well as written instructions. We don't have to be too arty to make sure our board includes visuals to support our pupils' learnings. I sometimes use simple sketching to help support my learners' understanding and help them remember new words. Representative pictograms like these ones from arasac.org can also be printed and used to show the different stages of the class or of a task. Tip number four is keep a new vocabulary section like this one. My pupils find it really helpful to always find the new vocabulary they learned in a lesson in the same section of the board. We can also add to this section essential structures that we have seen recently and students will need to use in the lesson. If we always dedicate the same part of the board to recording new vocabulary, students will get used to referring back to it if they're having trouble remembering or if they're slow at copying down. Again, to promote learner autonomy, students themselves can be responsible for completing this list or coming up with the translation or adding a little sketch right next to the words. Using your board like this can make learning more predictable and structured and will really benefit your students who will need additional visual support. Which strategy are you going to try in your next lesson?